The following is a special presentation of HBO Sports.
Tonight on HBO's hit series Boxing After Dark, you'll see record-setting bantamweight champion Orlando Canizales now up to junior featherweight, taking on local favorite Junior Jones. And junior lightweight champion Arturo Gatti makes his first title defense against little-known but highly regarded Wilson Rodriguez of Spain. Only the second edition of Boxing After Dark, and already we're hoping we're ready for Broadway. Up the street, the big shows are spilling their audiences onto the sidewalks. The King and I, and a funny thing happened on the way to the Forum, and how to succeed in business without really trying. All three revivals showing to packed houses tonight. Here in the theater at Madison Square Garden, the attempted revival comes from Brooklyn-bred junior featherweight Junior Jones, who's won 14 straight pro fights in this neighborhood, but lost the biggest fight of his life a couple of years ago in Las Vegas. A late-night crowd fills the arena in this late-night town to see whether the clock strikes midnight for Jones or for Orlando Canizales, to see whether Arturo Gatti turns out the lights on Wilson Rodriguez. From New York's Great White Way, it's Boxing After Dark. Hello again, I'm Jim Lampley. We welcome all of you to the slightly less formal of our two boxing series here on HBO. This, the late night series, and working with me as always, HBO boxing analyst Larry Merchant. Larry, in the first Boxing After Dark edition on February 3, we caught lightning in a bottle, if you will, with the spectacular Barrera-McKinney bout. Now we are back in the same junior welterweight, or junior featherweight division, I should say, 122 pounds. Any chance we're going to get that lucky again tonight?
You mean, are we going to get another 5-run homer?
That's what it was.
I'll settle for a 2-run double, and that would be spectacular enough. One reason we're unlikely to get it is because both fighters, Jones and Canizales, have both promised us they don't want any part of such lightning. The classic fight we saw between McKinney and Barrera is rare because professional fighters know the cost of such fights, and they seldom get themselves into it. But when you rub two champions together and the stakes are high enough, sometimes you do get spontaneous combustion or lightning. And the stakes are high tonight. Down the yellow brick road, the winner has been promised a shot at Barrera. And that's a big money fight in this division.
And one that we'll all look forward to seeing. And when you talk about great fighters and big money fights, you recall that our expert commentator for the Boxing After Dark series is the man regarded by most critics now, I think, as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, world super middleweight champion Roy Jones Jr. Roy, both Junior Jones and Orlando Canizales have experienced enormous success in the past, and both have lost a big fight within the past 2 years. A lot of people see this as a make-or-break fight for both of them. Do you have any hunch as to which of the two fighters is better prepared to handle that kind of pressure tonight?
Well, the pressure will be on both guys. The only thing is that Junior Jones is at home, so I think the speedometer leans a little to his side of the board. However, never underestimate a fighter who is as well skilled as Orlando Canizales. In my mind, 2 years ago, Orlando was one of the pound-for-pound best boxers in the world. Maybe he still is. I don't know. But we will find out tonight.
Some guys have trouble fighting in their hometowns. Junior Jones in this room has been sensational, winning all of his bouts and all of them with terrific performances. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for Poison Junior Jones of the Bushwick section of Brooklyn and Orlando Canizales from Laredo, Texas. And you can see that Jones gives up 5 years, gets back 3.5 inches in height and 5.5 inches in reach. This is the first time In his last 7 fights, however, that Junior Jones has had to make weight ever since moving up to 122 pounds. He's been fighting over the weight limit. Rules of the bout now with our unofficial scorer, Harold Letterman.
Yolanda Canizales, Junior Jones fight is scheduled for 12 rounds. Unusual rules for a title fight. The standing 8 count is in effect. The 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The doctor or the referee can stop the fight, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 12th and final round. Jim.
All right, Harold Letterman, and now the entry into this theater at Madison Square Garden, formerly known as the Felt Forum, formerly known as the Paramount Theater at Madison Square Garden. And we've mentioned that Jones has an unbeaten record in this room. In his last fight, January 12th, a first-round knockout against Armando Navarro next door in the big house at Madison Square Garden on the undercard of Roy Jones's first performance in this city. And Junior was a little embarrassed to be fighting way down on the undercard near the beginning of that evening. He would like to earn some respect back tonight.
I think another important key here is that Junior has the reach. This is the type of fighter who his reach can make him be the better of the two, because when you fight a shorter guy, particularly the Mexican fighters, then it just seems to work better for the reach.
He was a physical phenomenon at 118 pounds. He still has a lot of advantages in the 122-pound weight class, where he's likely to be taller than almost all of his opponents. There's the record, both losses within the past 2 years, 25 KOs for Junior Jones, trying to revive himself as a legitimate title contender. Won a world championship back at 118 pounds. A couple more notes on Poison Junior Jones. 33 of 41 fights have taken place in New York or New Jersey. He's 32-1 in those fights. And as we mentioned, it's been almost 2 years since he has had to make weight. But he did have to come down to the 122 limit for tonight's fight. Junior now under the tutelage of Tommy Brooks. His longtime trainer, Joey Fariello, recently passed away.
And that could be a factor here in this fight, because his new trainer has a different idea about how the game should be played. He's not trying to change him drastically, but he has tried to make him a little bit more cautious.
The man in the black home box office t-shirt preceding Orlando Canizales out of his dressing room is his longtime trainer, Jesse Reed. This is one of the true veteran professional fighters in the game.
How could a great fighter like Canizales slip through my head the way he did at the intro, and I couldn't remember his name momentarily? He's just a terrific, terrific fighter.
But like Junior Jones, who was beaten April 22, 1994 by John Michael Johnson, Canizales suffered a critical loss on January 7, 1995 in San Antonio, when he was outpointed in his first appearance at this weight level by Wilfredo Vasquez. There's the record: 42 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. He went 8 years in the 118-pound division without losing a fight. Had 16 consecutive successful title defenses. 31 KOs, almost all of them achieved through an accumulation of punishment. And a couple of more notes on Orlando Canizales. He mentioned the record 16 straight successful bantamweight title defenses. You may remember his brother, Gabby Canizales, who was also a bantamweight world champion. And now let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the Paramount here in New York's legendary Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, where tonight, main events, Cedric Kushner Promotions, Peltz Boxing Promotions, along with your undisputed, undefeated king of beers, Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Present World Championship Boxing. All the bouts are sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission Chairman, former Olympic gold medalist and 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Floyd Patterson. Commissioners, Rose Trentman and Mel Southard. Executive Director, Jimmy Pulcinello. Your 3 physicians at ringside: Chief Physician Dr. William Lathan, Attending physicians, Dr. Stephen Gelfman and Dr. Rufus Sadler. The timekeeper is Jim Barzell. Counting for the knockdown seconds is Arthur Mercanti. This bout is also sanctioned by the International Boxing Council. IBC President in attendance at ringside, Joseph Blackie Gennaro. IBC Supervisor at ringside, Debbie Jones. The three judges scoring the bout on a 10-point must system will be Tim Figley, Larry Hazard Jr., and Ronnie Ralston. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, championship veteran referee Ron Lipton. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing for the IBC Super Bantamweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the white, trimmed with red, and weighing in at 122 pounds. From Brooklyn, New York, he brings an excellent record of 39 victories, 25 by KO, with only 2 defeats in his career. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former bantamweight champion of the world, the challenger, Poison Junior Jones. And across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing blue, trimmed with red with white letters, weighing in also at 122 pounds. Fighting out of Laredo, Texas, he also has an outstanding record, 42 victories, 31 by KO, only 2 defeats with 1 draw. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting a 2-time world champion and reigning IBC Super Bantamweight Champion of the World, Orlando Canizales.
Chief seconds. Chief seconds. Gentlemen, you've been given the rules in the dressing room. No matter what happens out here, obey my commands, respect each other, and let's keep it strictly professional. Good luck to you both.
Jim, the difference in the Barrera-McKinney fight was that McKinney was 30 years old, even though he gave a heroic performance. Does Canizales at 30 have that in him?
A little extra help in Poison Junior Jones's corner tonight. Lou Duva, a great veteran trainer, serving as second assistant.
Jesse Reed is a very smart trainer. He sent Canizales out with the only chance he has, which is to pressure Junior.
Oh, Canizales has come out firing.
And has landed 2 left hooks in the early going to get Jones's attention. Now Junior starts to pop and work the jab. Canizales will try to come right past it. Canizales using the quick attack to get inside Junior Jones's longer jab. And now Jones starts to pump the jab, and Canizales from that range won't be as effective.
No, he will not. That's why he came out on fire, because he knows he has to get in close to Junior in order to have a chance.
First 30 seconds belong to Canizales. Canizales still chasing Jones around the ring, but Junior has begun to pump the jab with accuracy, and that could control the fight for him. Canizales steps inside with the right hand.
Well, I was just about to say that Junior was also waiting to see can he find a great chance to turn that right hand loose.
And he did land the right hand from short range. And now a winging right over the top and a solid left hook inside by Junior Jones. And Jones is finding opportunities as Canizales wades in.
Yes, but this is not the fight that Junior wants. He didn't want to have to go at this pace, I don't think. Oh, great punch.
He hurt Canizales with that punch, that right hand, but Canizales is in good condition, comes right back.
Very fast-paced first 2 minutes of the fight.
This is faster than Barrera-McKinney started out. I'm already upgrading my hopes to a 3-run triple from a 2-run double.
It'll have to last a while, Larry, for it to earn that particular distinction. Junior Jones is popping Canizales' head back now with the jab.
Yeah, and that is his best weapon in this fight. Canizales cannot sit out there, though. He has to stay on the attack. That's his only chance.
Canizales sneaked a right cross across the top of Junior's left hand as Junior dropped it to his waist. He sometimes does that.
I don't think Junior Jones really intends to keep up this type of a pace the whole night.
He's getting some of those right hands off in this last minute of the first round. A fast-paced, tough round by both fighters. Another left hook close to the bell by Orlando Canizales.
Terrific round.
Real good. He's got a jab. Keep your right hand more in the pocket so you're blocking that jab with your hands instead of keeping it so low. He's touching you with a jab and he's keeping you off balance a little bit. Try to move a little more to the right, all right? Moving to the right. Don't forget to touch him with that right hand of the body. Get him conscious of those body attacks and then come over the top. He's looking for you to throw the right hand over the jab, all right?
Just like we worked on in the gym.
All right.
Okay?
Gotcha, baby.
All right.
Hold my nose.
Good.
Stop up.
Okay. Okay.
Watch that stiff jab from Jones, who is built through the shoulders almost like a welterweight. Wears a 41-inch jacket and the 28-inch pants.
Yeah, and we said, must be tough to buy a suit. He said, no, not so bad. I just shift the trousers around.
Yeah, he's a kind of a pocket-sized version of Hearns in the look he gives you.
Conditioning may be a key factor in this fight.
Well, as we spoke earlier, Roy, at 30, can Canizales keep this up, keep this pace for 12 rounds?
Well, he trained at altitude at a place that Roy Jones knows rather well.
And if he trained there the way he's supposed to, then he is in good enough shape to go however many rounds necessary.
Where's the place we're talking about, Roy, and how do you know about it?
Fort Huachuca, Arizona, and this is where our 1988 Olympic team prepared to go to Seoul.
Running at 5,000 feet, Canizales believing that at this stage of his career, he needed something special to get in shape for this fight. And he went to Fort Huachuca and fought against Army amateurs in sparring.
With this opponent, he needed something special in his career because Junior Jones is no slasher. Junior Jones is one of the best punchers that has ever passed through this division.
But the two times Jones has been put in trouble by punchers, Roy, he has folded. Hard right hand by Junior Jones. Rakes him with another winging right. Canizales is doing some damage inside, but he's paying a heavy price for the chance to do it.
Yes, he is. He's getting caught with almost every jab.
And another straight right hand lands on the button for Junior Jones.
Stop punch. Step back, please. Full step back.
Canizales in the past has shown a strong chin and excellent stamina. You never know when a fighter goes past 30 when those attributes might disappear.
One thing that is going to be a factor is that he is landing a body shot here and there. So if this fight does proceed into the later rounds, Junior will feel some wear from those body shots.
They stand apart in the middle of the ring. Junior Jones beats Canizales to the punch with the jab and landed another solid right cross across the top. Canizales trying to come back in kind, but Junior Jones' confidence seems to be growing here in round two.
Junior is fighting a beautiful fight for a long outside fighter.
Stop punching. Step back clean.
I don't think I've ever seen Jones fight better against a quality opponent for 2 rounds at least.
If he can just hold his pace up, he'll be fine. But we will find out because I don't think Canizales is going down no time soon.
I'm beginning to like this division more and more.
Box, man, look, this is a piece of cake if you box, champ, like I've been telling you all along.
That's what I'm doing, baby.
Okay, that's all you got to do. Where's the water? Hold your head up. Listen, This is a piece of cake if you box. You don't need to get in no firefights, baby.
All right. Okay. Let me get some grease. Inside, you can dig him in the body. He's trying to hold you from the outside. Just start dropping him into that body when you bend. Okay? And getting now looping right hands will work better than the straight right hand. He's going under it. So loop it down and come back with a left uppercut, all right?
Roy and Jim, I believe that one of the reasons that Canizales may have come out firing like this is that they think that Jones is a shot fighter, and they wanted to find out how much he's got left.
Well, I don't think they thought for sure that he's a shot fighter. I think that they just realized this is the only way to beat a fighter like Junior Jones. He's so tall and so rangy that if you stay outside and let him pick his fight, he's going to kill you. Just like that.
Junior Jones doing increasing damage with the right cross, and he lands a left hook as well. Canizales having trouble keeping up the pace. Canizales trying to pressure Jones to break up his rhythm, but Junior Jones increasingly has it his way. Enormous pace so far, Roy Jones. Junior threw 73 jabs in the first round, 92 total punches in round 2. That's an enormous punch output.
Very enormous, and that's why I said that conditioning will be a key factor in this fight. If Junior is ready, then he'll be able to hold up for 12 rounds. But he's going to have to be ready because Canizales is going to keep coming at him. And that's what he's supposed to do. That's when you can tell that a guy has a terrific trainer.
Good lead left hook there by Orlando Canizales.
Some of Junior's punches are starting to slow down a little now. But Canizales needs to cut the ring off. He doesn't need to follow Junior Jones.
Okay. On the belt line here on the letters is okay. Okay? Box.
Referee Ron Lipton. Canizales getting inside with a body shot. Now there's blood on the nose of Junior Jones.
He also got in with a right hand uppercut to the jaw. Landed flush on Jones.
Canizales turning the momentum of the bout around with body punches and that right hand that Larry talked about. And now Jones is backing up and Canizales is cutting off the ring.
I told you that this would be a fight where condition would be the key. Junior Jones, the trainer, is telling him to box Canizales, but Canizales isn't allowing this to happen.
I got it. Box.
Oh, excellent body shot by Canizales.
Canizales investing in the body punches now, hoping that Jones will slow down later. Jones going to the counter punch now. Got that left hand in. Canizales continues to come straight forward.
This fight is starting to turn slightly in Canizales' favor because Junior is showing fatigue. There was a shot that hurt Junior.
You're right, Roy, and if you remember when Junior lost his first fight to Boom Boom Johnson, he had it his way for a few rounds and then started to wind down.
Like I said, that's where you can tell that Jesse Reed is a great trainer. He's sitting
Good right cross at the end of the round by Junior Jones. Incidentally, that was Bam Bam Johnson.
Got him coming up in the air.
I said Boom Boom.
Yeah, Boom Boom Johnson is Tom in the lower weight class.
Featherweight champion.
Yeah, featherweight champ.
Respira hondo cuando te viste muy bien. Abajo en el hígado cuando lo
Now
estás
when you're
cavando.
walking to him, walk to him with some head motion. Get that head on both sides. Don't walk straight in.
If you don't box, you're making a hard fight. Listen, hey, listen up. Listen up. Box this guy. Straight 1-2s. Basic, Junior.
Yeah.
Okay?
Shut up.
All right, here you see Jones being forced into a fast-paced fight by the veteran Canizales.
Seconds up.
There was that uppercut that seemed to hurt Jones and take something out of his legs.
Both fighters threw 78 punches in round 3, but Canizales that time landed at the higher rate, landing 54%. of his attempted punches.
If you look at fight history, these are the type of fights like Barkley and Tommy Hearns. Barkley could beat Tommy Hearns because he knows to go out and put pressure on Tommy right away in order to make the fight even. Until Junior got tired, this fight was not an even fight.
Jones loading up combinations again.
Jones landed 2 hard, stiff rights, and Canizales just waited right through him.
Yep. There's a hard left hand by Jones. Canizales continues to bore straight forward.
Junior is doing his best to box Canizales, which is the thing to do.
He's not able to get off with the jab anymore, and he's backing up all the time now, Roy.
Because Canizales is keeping the pressure applied, which is what he is supposed to do to a taller fighter.
If he can take away Jones's jab through sheer pressure, he'll achieve a tactical advantage there.
And this is what he has already achieved.
Work your way out. No hope.
One thing about this Boxing After Dark series, it gives these guys an opportunity to do something that they wish they could do, which is fight on HBO to showcase themselves. When they get this opportunity, they seem to really be taking advantage of it. I'm great that we have this program going.
Yep, we've already made 1 star in Marco Antonio Barrera, or at least we gave him a chance to show his star quality to the public, and one of these guys might get the chance to fight that great young Mexican fighter.
Boy, that Canizales can take some kind of shot. You don't win 16 title defenses unless you can, and he's really showing us something here.
Yes, he is, because he's walking right down the pipe, and Junior's starting to really connect.
Jones connected with another hard right cross. You could see Canizales' head shake with the impact. And again, Orlando stepped straight forward.
Yes, Orlando does walk through everything Junior throws.
And Jones is starting to look a little bit uneasy on his feet, just as he did in the middle rounds against John Michael Johnson that fateful night in Vegas, April 22 of '94.
And blood is coming from his nose.
And Canizales with 2 consecutive right hands.
Well, you can believe that Jesse Reed has studied, and he knows what it takes to beat Junior.
Work your way out.
Junior is tired now, and it won't be long before his legs start to give out.
What could he do to reestablish the jab, Roy?
Nothing, because Canizales is all over him. He'd have to be out in front of Canizales, but Canizales is all over him now.
And he's ducking under it and come with a left hook to the body. You'll drill him with it. And I mean dig that body with both hands. He's ready to go. Keep the pressure on him.
Ring, right? Huh? Off the ropes. Stay off the ropes, champ. Okay? In the center of the ring. These guys trying to pot shot. Here you go. This guy's trying to pot shot you with 1 shot, man.
Okay. Harold Letterman, how do you have the fight scored through 4 rounds?
Larry, 39 to 37, 3 rounds to 1. Junior Jones. I want to tell you something. I don't know if anything can stop this little dynamo in a blue trunks, Orlando Canizales. He just keeps coming, but he's walking into good, solid shots. Junior Jones does something that most fight people call dropping the right hand. He just drops that right hand down on Canizales' jaw, and those are the scoring shots. 3-1, Junior Jones.
Yeah, it's an oddity here that I have the score the same, and yet the feeling is somehow that Canizales has the advantage.
Well, did you also give Jones the 4th round, Larry?
Yes, I did. Land 5 or 6 or 7 big right hands in a round. It's awfully hard to lose it.
But Canizales was tactically in control, and if there's one thing he's proven, it is that so far he can take Jones's big shots.
And if Jones would have hit his punched Canizales to the body some early, maybe his shots would start to have an effect on Orlando now.
You heard how persuasive Canizales' trainer Jesse Reed is. Very direct with his fighter, insisting that Jones is, quote, ready to go.
One thing Orlando is doing wrong is that he is following Junior Jones. You should never follow a guy.
Explain what you mean by that, Roy.
Well, he's walking right behind him instead of cutting the ring off. He should cut the ring off. If he cuts the ring off, then it won't be so hard to catch up with Junior.
All right. Go to your neutral corner.
Now Lipton gives Junior Jones a break.
You okay?
From a low blow.
You want to go? You all right? Ready? Okay, time it. Let's go.
About 20 seconds, no more.
There is what I'm talking about right there, Larry. Orlando needs to trap Junior in the corners to be able to throw the combinations. But he's following him, and Junior is able to creep right out of the corner every time.
And now slowly, Junior begins to reestablish the jab. Canizales hasn't been able to dig that left hook to the body in this round the way Jesse Reed wanted him to.
Both fighters have taken a little bit of a blow after that blistering pace through the first 4 rounds. And for Jones, it may be especially auspicious.
They trade left hands at close range. Jones shaking his head as Canizales continues to attack. There's a hard left hook by Orlando Canizales.
Oh, he was hurt by a right hand himself.
Now Junior motions him in, and Canizales clocks him with the right.
Junior was hurt by a left hook, but Canizales was also hurt by a right hand.
Yeah, but I don't think Junior knew that Canizales was hurt.
Through 5 rounds, this fight is every bit as good as McKinney and Barrera.
It rivals it, that's for sure.
Junior, you got the box, baby.
I am, baby.
Huh?
No,
You got the box. Come on. When you box, this is a piece of cake, Junior. Okay. Check this out. When you're working on the inside right here, you got to let them hands go. And when you step to the guy,
drink it.
Step in sets, not just 1, 2 anymore, okay? He's getting hip to that.
Okay.
Follow what I'm saying? He's getting hip to the straight 1, 2. Go to 1, 2, 3 now. Or check this out. When you throw that right hand, dig him with the body shot. Okay? Start hitting him with some body shots now, okay?
Oh, when he starts holding you, raise your arm up and lift his arms off. All right? Lift his arms off you by lifting your arm up.
Put some Vaseline, Jason.
Here, I already did. Give me the mouthpiece. Pull your hand up and dig that left hook to the body.
The first thing that goes in a veteran fighter isn't his eyes or his reflexes or his speed. It's his zeal to train. It's his zeal to get down and dirty and really pay a price. And we have seen recently how some veteran fighters like McKinney and Witherspoon and now Canizales have gone back to that kind of training for a last hurrah or two.
Junior Jones's corner did tell him when he came back to the corner to start to hit the body after the right hand, something that he should have started early in this fight.
Canizales over the top with the right as Jones again drops the left hand. Junior Jones, as Roy points out, not many body punches in the early going. Canizales, on the other hand, has been working that frail Jones ribcage. Blood again trickling from the right nostril of Junior Jones. Well, Canizales just looks like he could go all night.
Junior did try to hit the body then, which was a good.
Left hand landed flush. Right hand was a little short. Jones coming alive with the counter punches. Listening to Tommy Brooks and firing the left hook with great effect.
It takes some kind of fighter to keep walking through this fire.
One reason Junior Jones is able to get himself back into this fight is because Canizales will not cut off the ring. This gives Junior a chance to rest It lets him get out of all of the tough situations that he doesn't want to be in. And Canizales walks right into his biggest shots.
And after a dozen years in the games, Canizales, of all fighters, ought to know how to cut off the ring. But sometimes it's not easy to do what you think you want to do.
And I don't think he's fought many fights quite like this where he wanted to be this aggressive. He's usually been able to get by on his terrific boxing skills.
Which is why Jesse Reed should tell him that he needs to start cutting the ring off instead of following Junior Jones.
And Canizales going back to the body, and Junior Jones lands another right hand.
Stop punching. Step back. Full step.
If Junior can keep Canizales following him like this, he can win this fight.
Real nice round. You're getting your second win in there. Start digging that body like that. Lean in with them left hooks, turn your shoulders, and drive it to the body, all right?
¿Cómo estás entrando? Bien. Quiero cuidado con la derecha, ¿eh? Métete con dos jabs. Métete para adentro con
Now
dos
you're
jabs.
walking to him. When he grabs you, start walking backwards and punching hard to the body.
You can't stand there now, okay?
Drink this. What's the rounds up to?
Everything. This is the seventh round coming up.
Who winning?
Huh? You winning this thing.
Right now.
But you got to keep boxing, though,
You
okay?
gotta show this guy what kind of a boxer you are out there. You hear? Come on, you got 5 rounds to go, baby, and you're champion of the world. Okay? This is your night now. Come on, now do it now. Come on.
Body, then the head. Double your head.
When a fighter asks for the round, it suggests a certain amount of fatigue, hoping that the fight is further along than it is. You agree, Roy?
Yeah, and sometimes you just want to know exactly where you are so you can know how much you need to hold and how much you need to put out.
Duva inadvertently gave him the wrong information. He's got 6 rounds to go, not 5. This is round 7 of a scheduled 12. Duva starting to speak up over there in the corner. The JF patch on Junior Jones's white trunks is in honor of his deceased former trainer, Joey Fariello.
One thing that Junior did ask, which was a very exciting question, was who's winning the fight? His corner responded by saying, you are. So that's very confidential.
Well, so far, over here in the scorer's side of the table, we agree, even though he's having a hard time.
What would you want to hear, Roy? If you're in a fight that seems to the observers to be dead even, do you want your corner to tell you you're winning or losing?
Tell me I'm behind so I can come off and pick it up some more. But everybody's mind is not as strong as mine. Some people that may make them give in because they feel like they're behind.
Work your way out. Work your way out. Locked up. Stop. Box.
Canizales still chasing Junior Jones?
Yes, he's still chasing him, and this is why Junior Jones is still handling this fight like he wants to, because Canizales is following him.
Jones beginning to swing a little bit wider.
It appears now that Canizales is beginning to slow down a bit, Roy.
Yeah, he is. But the thing is instead of just turning and going straight down the ropes, he should go to the right or to the left and cut the ring. Like right there. See, he stepped to the right. He's letting Junior out of the corner by stepping to the right. When Junior's moving to the left, he needs to step over to the left.
Jones a moment ago put his glove up to his right eye as though he thought he had been thumbed.
Canizales is playing the role of Barrera, Jones is playing the role of McKinney in another bristling junior featherweight fight.
Jones coming alive again as round 7 comes toward a close. Canizales comes alive with it.
Look. You boxed beautiful that round, Junior. But I need you to go 3 and 4 punches now. He's getting hip to that 1-2, bro. Huh? Did I tell you that the last round?
Relax.
You can breathe.
Relax. Junior, you getting hip to that 1-2. Hey.
Okay.
You have to step up, bust his ass now, Holmes. Huh?
Now, Junior,
Okay, baby?
8th round.
Junior.
Come on, baby. Listen to me, coach.
Okay. Charge. Walk with authority and take it out of this guy. You're the boss. I want all the rest of these rounds, and I want them big. You hear me? No more fooling. You're a proud champion. Be a proud person out there. Take over right now. Take over right now.
Jesse Reed may be sensing that Canizales was slowing down and is trying to get him going again.
Well, he was slowing down. His punch output in round 7 dipped to 48 punches. This after in round 6 he had landed 26 out of 36 power shots. So Canizales all but took the round off in 7 compared to his previous pace. And here comes Junior Jones again.
Stop punching. Step back, please. I say stop punching. Stop punching. Okay, box.
This is the best time for a fighter like Canizales to try to counter, because Junior just put out a big barrage of punches, which takes a lot of effort.
Junior Jones showing the kind of guts and resilience so far here tonight that were missing when he lost his title to John Michael Bam Bam Johnson in Vegas in April of '94. Canizales trying to pressure him as Johnson did in that fight.
Oh, excellent body shot by Orlando Canizales. Those are the type of body shots that really have an effect on you late in a fight.
Canizales, after the little pick-me-up lecture from Reed, has tried hard to pressure Junior in this round, but Jones continues to land at a very high rate of accuracy. Hard left hook by Canizales, another one to the body. Jones comes out firing and backs away.
I doubt that Canizales has ever taken as many clean, hard punches as he has in this fight.
He really seems to be getting hit entirely too much.
And Jones is getting the room through much of this round to pump the jab, and that's setting up more right hands. He stuns Canizales with a right and tries to come with more.
There again, these type of punches take a lot of energy to deliver. These are power shots, and it's a lot more stressing on the body to deliver those type of punches.
What Canizales shows.
But Roy, it takes a lot of energy to absorb those blows too.
Stop punching. Stop punching.
So far, this has been Jones' biggest round, I believe.
I think so too.
Finishes with a flourish in round 8.
Round like that, another round like that. Orlando, he's going underneath the hook. Drop it to the body. All right, start doubling up your left hooks and drop them to the body when he bends under. Don't waste so many shots over the top. You got to start putting those punches together, but landing them.
Respira hondo, respira hondo.
How do you feel? All right, show it to me, son. This is where we reach down and we take it out of this guy. You be the boss right now.
Respira hondo, Orlando, respira hondo,
Harold Letterman, 8 rounds. How do you have it?
Larry, 78-74, 6 rounds to 2. Junior Jones. I think this guy just doesn't run out of energy. I mean, Orlando Canizales keeps coming, and Junior Jones keeps nailing him with solid right hands. He still continues to drop that solid right hand right on Orlando's jaw. Junior Jones winning the fight by 4 rounds.
You and I agree for a change.
Lovely round punch stat numbers for Jones in round 8. He threw 100 punches and landed 50 of them.
Tommy Brooks has done an excellent condition with Junior's conditioning.
Yeah, he seems to have brought the fighter to a new level of conditioning, Roy.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Junior in this type of conditioning.
If it continues this way, I think we just have to say that age was the difference again.
No, I cannot say that because Canizales was strong. I think Junior is just fighting a superb fight. Canizales just needs to cut the ring off. Until he starts to cut the ring off, he's going to be fighting a bad fight.
And Junior's showing the will to keep doing what he has to do.
He's just as tired as Canizales. That's why I think the age is not the problem. That's where the problem is. He's standing out and letting Junior do just what Junior needs to do to win this fight.
Stop. Stop. Don't hold him in the back of the head. Okay, you're holding the back of the head. Ready?
I think over the period of 8.5 rounds, Canizales has just eaten too much leather to keep punishing Junior the way and pressuring Junior the way he wanted to, Roy.
Well, the following is what's taking it out of him. He's burning all that energy trying to catch Junior, and then he's letting him out. And now he's burning so much energy until he's almost as tired as Junior is.
So you think Junior's winning the fight with his feet?
I think Junior's winning the fight with his feet.
I think his hands probably have something to do with it, too.
Well, your hands are how you score.
Yeah. No, but I hear what you're saying. And to explain what you're saying, what he means is that Canizales is going directly after Jones, and when Jones moves, instead of sliding sideways and cutting him off, he's trailing him and giving him time to gather his forces.
Very well said, Larry.
And another big round for Junior Jones, guys, who is gradually sapping Canizales of his confidence and his commitment.
Stop punch. Stop. Push it. Box.
I can't say that Orlando Canizales has blocked a single right hand tonight.
I told you about 7 or 6 rounds. You got to go with a hook to the body. Don't wait till he grabs you. It's a mental thing with you. You're waiting till he grabs you.
Okay,
throw that left hook to the body off your right hand and double up with it.
Okay.
All right? When you miss with the right hand, drive the left hook to the body. Then come back over to the head. Okay?
Now you got to do it now, okay?
I'm not fighting him, son.
Huh? I'm just saying now that you have to do it, okay? You can't throw no fucking one and two shots. It got to be 3, 4, 5 shots now, okay? And back this guy up.
Okay.
You could do that from long range.
Okay. Junior, you can hit this guy with left hooks all day long. Right hands and left hooks all day long.
Doubleheader on Boxing After Dark still to come. The brilliant young Arturo Gatti, 130-pound champion with dynamite in the left hand, against Wilson Rodriguez, born in the Dominican Republic, fighting out of Spain. Rodriguez has had 50 fights, and this will be his first appearance in the United States.
Junior has a cut over the left eye that may get to be a problem if he's not careful.
Stop punching. Step back. Fuck out of me. No intentional box.
Be ashamed to see a fight like this stopped on a cut at a time when Junior is producing a brilliant performance at a moment in his career when he badly needed one.
Can you tell, Roy, whether the blood is coming into his eye or along the side of his eye?
Right now, it seems to be going along the side of his eye.
Canizales targeting the cut with the right hand and sneaking one in there. Jones starting to back up and also pawing at the blood with his right hand, and that might seem to indicate that it is bothering his vision a little bit. Now Jones comes back with a combination, finishing with a right hand flush.
And he hit Canizales with a beautiful body shot then that opened the right hand up for him. That particular move that Canizales is making, he's pivoting around to his right and trying to hit Junior with the left hook. It will not work because Junior has too much range.
Stop punching. Step back, please.
Jones angry because he feels Canizales has been fouling him, purposely drives the smaller man back against the ring post.
That's called doing whatever you have to do to win the fight.
Hard left hook by Canizales. Wobbled Jones momentarily.
That hook was set up by body shots.
And Canizales trying to go back to the body, and Junior responds in kind. Couple of vicious body shots by Junior Jones there as they finished the ring or the round against the ropes.
Much better. Get in there. Don't let this guy hold you. Don't let this referee do this to you. You be the boss. You hear me? Look me in the eyes. This referee is doing a bunch of bullshit and you're letting him get away with it. You start roughing this guy up and start banging him. I mean, when you're walking back, you be ready to punch. You hear me?
Yes. All right.
Go ahead, Uncle Al.
Listen to me. Listen. Get that jab going. You got to punch in bunches now, champ. Okay? Junior. I know you're tired, but you suck it up, man.
I got you, baby.
Huh?
This
Suck
guy's
it up.
more tired than you are out there, baby. You're a better fighter out there. Get out there and show. You got 2 rounds to go. Come on, and you win this here title.
Junior.
Come on.
Okay. Off the hook. Come on, son. Come on. I want this guy out of this ring. Out of here.
What's Jesse Reed trying to get out of his fighter, Roy?
Well, I think he wants his fighter to push the issue because he knows that Junior Jones is tired and he thinks that Canizales has the more bottom. When I say bottom, I mean he thinks that Canizales is the better fighter when it comes to digging in the trenches.
That his commitment goes deeper.
Right.
What they call in Great Britain bottle, or bottom as you called it. That deep, deep reservoir of will.
Now Jones begins complaining to the referee again.
Both of you, keep them up. Keep them up. Respect each other. Keep it professional. I'm going to take a point away. You understand?
From
Let's
whom?
go.
From both of them.
Jones's punch output dropping. He looks just a little uncertain on his feet. Canizales still trying to apply pressure.
Stop punching. Step back.
Just a minute ago, Canizales followed Junior again and let Junior out of another corner, which is where he should want Junior at.
Jones with another few fusillade of punches.
Stop him. Step back.
We should give credit to Jones' corner for closing that cut. It's not bleeding again. A round to go. It looked like it could be dangerous.
And they are staying very calm in Junior's corner. Nobody's getting panicky because he's doing an excellent job of boxing.
Stop pushing.
They're fighting for a title held by Orlando Canizales, and for the moment it looks as though Junior Jones could be 3.5 minutes away from seizing that title.
Stop punching. Box. Stop punching. Step back, quick. Full stop. Box.
No big opportunities here for Canizales as round 11 comes to a close.
Both of these fighters are in superb condition.
From up here. You'll drill it with him, all right? Get him with that left hook. Step into the right side. Throw the right hand. Step to the right and bring your left hook from your hip.
And he ain't gonna let him do it.
Listen to me.
You want to be champ, baby?
Yes,
Yeah, take this
You
round.
know how hard we work for this shit. Come on now. Junior.
I'm listening, coach.
All right, baby. I need both hands going. Okay?
Pero puedes acabar abajo.
Good pressure. Good pressure. Be constantly punching. Don't let the referee break you up.
Hey, for you. This is for you. Even more so important, you wanted it. Okay. You go get this.
All right.
You go get this. Hey, don't be crying out here. Just jump in this shit.
We need this son of a bitch out. Bring it from here.
Let's go. Seconds up.
Come on, Junior.
In Junior Jones's corner, a beautiful job of treating the cut by veteran cut man Al Gavin.
Harold, does Canizales need a knockout to win this fight?
Larry, as I see it, absolutely. 8 rounds to 3, 107, 102, poison Junior Jones. I think at crunch time, every time Canizales gets in close, Junior Jones just outbelts him. He outpunches him, he ties him up. Stop punching! Get off the back of his head, stop punching. Let's go!
Jones has found the second and third win in this fight.
Stop punching!
He is really fighting the fight of his life.
He is producing a championship caliber effort.
And now I think he is proving himself to be one of the greater bantamweights or junior featherweights to ever live.
Really?
He has a very, very remarkable opponent in front of him. A guy who, like I said, in my mind, was one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the division. And now Junior has taken him and strictly outboxed him.
3 years ago, Canizales was on a lot of people's best pound-for-pound lists, up in the top 5. That was before the loss at 122 pounds to Alfredo Vasquez. After this, Canizales might consider bringing an end to his long and legendary boxing career.
There's still a minute, 10 seconds left. Junior Jones still cannot get careless.
Get off the back of his head, Junior.
The momentum has been all Jones in the past few rounds, despite the cut above the left eye.
Watch your heads. Stop punching. Step back. Box.
Jones still with enough energy to beat Canizales to the punch here in the last minute of the fight.
Stop punching. Step back. Box.
I think it's fair to say, guys, that this is one occasion where the hometown has helped Junior Jones. just as it is at this moment.
And I think so, too.
Crowd on its feet in the theater at Madison Square Garden. Junior Jones possibly 20 seconds away from the biggest victory of his career. The Revivals are doing hot business on Broadway a few blocks away, and Jones is reviving himself here. Coming back to the top of the heap.
I hear myself thinking and now saying once again, what a fight.
What a fight.
It appears that Junior Jones crossed the finish line and collapsed. He left nothing outside of this ring.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do. If you're going to go in there and make the best of it.
Somewhere, Joey Fariello is smiling on his fighter.
Let's get that other glove off. Good fight.
Well, Roy, any way this decision could go against Jones?
I don't think so. I think Junior Jones just outboxed Orlando Canizales tonight. I told you that the range would work in his favor. The only question was whether he was going to be in condition for this or not. He was in great condition for this type of a fight. He and his trainer also did their homework. They knew what to look for in Orlando Canizales. They did a great job. I think they deserve the victory.
He was in great condition both physically and spiritually. Harold, what was your final number?
Jim, 9 rounds to 3, 117, 111, poison Junior Jones. I thought when Orlando Canizales got inside, Junior Jones would just outbang him, and that was the story. He not only outboxed him, he outpunched him.
And let's go to Michael Buffer to hear how the 3 judges saw it. Well, I'm told they're still tallying the scorecards, and that's a little bit surprising.
And that doesn't sound too good.
Canizales, who works for the Recreation Department in Laredo, Texas, has a straight job, wife and kids, stable life. His desire to continue fighting comes from his self-identity as a professional fighter. Spirited fight. 1,714 punches thrown in the fight. 756 of them landed. The two fighters combining to land at about 43.5%. Both fighters working with the jab. Junior Jones controlling the fight with it through most of the first 6 or 7 rounds. Then it became more of a brawl. Jones had to show his will, and he did. And now let's go up to Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for both fighters, Junior Jones and Orlando Canizales. Here at the Garden, we go to the scorecards. Ronnie Ralston scores the bout, 119 to 110. He has it for the champion Canizales. Larry Hazard Jr. scores the bout, 117 to 111 for Junior Jones. And Tim Figley scores the bout, 118 to 111 for the winner, who dedicates this bout to his former manager Joey Fariello, the new champion, Poison Junior Jones.
Wow. 119-110 Canizales on one of the 3 cards. What fight could that judge have been watching? Let's go quickly to Larry Merchant with the winner.
All right, Junior and Orlando, thank you for a wonderful, wonderful fight. It turned out to be more of a war than either of you said you wanted. Why was that?
Well, I had to, since because of his height, I had to put the pressure, and I take more punishment than I usually take. But that's the style I had to do to win this fight, and I thought I came out. I thought I did enough to win this fight.
Junior, was it more action and lightning than you were looking for?
Yeah, he was stronger than what I expected. I mean, for a small guy, he packed a lot of power. So I try not to fight him too much inside because he's very strong. But I try to use my height and my reach to my advantage.
Were you surprised how strongly he came out? Because he told me earlier that he had only tried to fight that type of fight once before in his life.
No, I wasn't surprised because I know that I had the height advantage, so I knew he had to come at me hard, which I expected. But he was a lot stronger than what I did anticipate. I mean, the strongest guy I've ever fought.
Orlando, is this the end of the trail?
No. I thought I won this fight, and I'll be back, and hopefully, I'm sure a lot of people want to see a rematch, and hopefully he gives me an opportunity, just like I gave him an opportunity.
Junior, tell me what this fight meant to you in terms of your ex-trainer, Joey Ferrariello.
First of all, I'd like to thank the Lord Jesus Christ for giving me the opportunity to get this victory. Tommy Brooks stepping in, but this meant a lot to me dedicating this fight to Joe, because this is the fight that Joe always wanted. This before he passed away, he told me he wanted to fight Orlando Canizales. So I just wanted to, wherever he's at spiritually, I want to let him be here to see the victory that has been done.
It looked as though early in the fight you were already starting to show fatigue. Did you just have deep conditioning that enabled you to come back, or was it the occasion? You explain it.
No, and there was no deep fatigue. I mean, he was a pressure fighter, and I tried not to get into his game of fighting inside, so all I did do, I looked to do was hold him, walk him around a little bit, because I didn't want to get into his game plan of fighting inside. I wanted to keep the bout on outside, which I did. The fatigue part, there was no way. I mean, went to camp for 7 hard weeks to train for the later round. We didn't train to knock him out.
All right, we understand that you've been promised a shot at Barrera. Do you want it, and when do you want it?
I mean, you're making a big deal about Barrera. He's just another fighter that's out there that I have to look up to. I mean, there's too many junior fellas out there to worry about. I can't right now. If you want to put Barrera in it, I mean, Barrera, let's go. I mean, I like Mexican food, so I mean, I don't mind fighting Barrera. I mean, if the opportunity is right, HBO wants to do it again, sure, just bring Barrera on.
Thank you both guys again for a wonderful fight.
Thank you.
Jim?
All right, thank you very much, Larry. One all too familiar pattern serves as a footnote to this, incidentally. That one judge who scored the bout 119 to 110 for Orlando Canizales was from Canizales' home state of Texas. Who knows? Maybe that's the reason he saw the fight so differently than the other 2 judges and our own Harold Letterman, and you too, Roy Jones. I know you didn't see any 119, 110 for Canizales.
No, I didn't see this. Maybe this guy was in Korea when I was there in '88. I don't know.
Judging that gold medal bout. All right, suppose Junior Jones gets that much talked about shot against Marco Antonio Barrera. What would that fight look like?
Well, that fight should be a replica of what happened here tonight. Junior Jones would have to go in, fight the same type of fight that he fought here tonight against a very game and gutsy, courageous fighter. And if he can keep the smaller guy on the outside, then he'll pick him apart.
One difference, I think maybe Barrera is a harder puncher at this stage of his career than Canizales.
Well, I can't